After checking every single mod and cheat for a supermarket simulator, I curated 44 of them for you. And I'm sure that every single person watching this video will find at least a few of them to be quite useful by the end of it. I already made 2 videos focusing on mods in Supermarket Simulator. The first one will show you how to install mods, and the second one covers the top 10 mods released so far that I use in my own playthrough. You can find the links for both videos in the description. As for this one, I decided to split the mods and cheats into a few different groups, starting with props. This mod adds upright freezers to the game, which could be useful if you prefer for all freezer items to be displayed in such a way. More freezers adds a new prop that has twice the capacity compared to the standard freezer. This one is quite useful since the default freezers are indeed quite limited in that regard. Narrow storage racks adds a new prop that has half the width and half the capacity of the normal racks and can be quite useful if you don't have space for another normal rack in your storage. Narrow shelf has the same use case as the previous mod. It adds a new prop shelf that's half the width and capacity compared to the standard shelves and can be useful when you're short on space in the store. FurnitureAnywhere allows you to put props anywhere you want in the game. Store expansion is a mod I considered using in my own playthrough, but decided against it. The game is currently in early access and the storage by default, even at the highest level, is quite small. I doubt I'm the only player who thinks this way, and the dev is probably aware of the issue. Sooner or later he will make changes to the storage in one of the future game updates, and I'm not exactly sure what the effect will be on my save files when that happens. The other reason for not using it is that I tend to buy new licenses slowly, and I'm still not at a point where it's an absolute necessity to have more storage space. If you find the mod so far useful, feel free to drop the video a like and subscribe for my future PC gaming reviews and tips and tricks videos. This really helps with the algorithm. The next 5 mods and cheats are all about the checkout process. EasyScan is a mod I would definitely recommend. It allows you to scan all items a customer have by just holding the left mouse button, which means you won't have to click thousands of times each in-game day while on the checkout. The only reason I don't use it myself is because I no longer do any work on the checkout after unlocking all 4 positions. Keep in mind that by default there is 0.3 second delay between each scan. If you want to reduce the delay, you can do that in this file by changing the scan delay value. Checkout counter mod will count all the checkouts done by the employees as if you were working. That way you don't have to do the manual checkouts to unlock all 4 cashier slots. Card only will make it so customers are only paying with cards. Exact change will make it so customers who pay by cash will always give the exact amount of money they owe, so you don't need to give them back any change. InstaPay still allows customers to pay by a card or cash. All you need to do to complete the checkout is to click on the cash or the card, no typing numbers in the card reader or giving change back. The next 5 mods are all about the textures. TextureReplacer allows you to install other mods that change the textures in the game. GTI Texture Fridges adds GTA 5 style textures for fridges and freezers. Fallout Pre-War ReTexturepack 0.5 is a nice texture mod if you're a Fallout fan and want to have Fallout branded products in the store. Store Banner gives you the option to add an image as a store banner. Store Customizer allows you to change the color of the floor, walls, ceiling and the shelves. With this mod you can also change the text, the color and the background color of both the store and the storage signs. There are a lot of other mods that will fall into the visual category that I didn't include in this video. since they're quite regional. For example, there are plenty of mods to change the texture of the store so it looks like a big store chain in EU or USA, as well as mods that change the currency. All other mods and cheats will be in one category. Some of them are more like useful utilities, others will make the game a bit easier, and some are pretty much cheats. DespawnOnCheckout should help improve the game performance, especially in the evening hours when the store is full. Once the customers are done with the checkout, they will immediately disappear. Move Trash Bin allows you to place the trash bin everywhere in the game. Flight allows you to fly around the map. PhotoMode also allows you to fly, but has a few more functionalities, including the ability to hide the UI and control your flying speed with the mouse wheel. RadioSpeaker adds a speaker prop in the store and allows you to play music. As I mentioned in my review of the game, the lack of music is definitely a minus for immersion. With Resizable Labels, you can change the size of all labels both in the store and the storage. No Overwriting Labels prevents you from placing products on an empty shelf if the label from the previous product is still there. With Placement Nudge, you will be able to move props in the game with small increments using the arrow keys. Furniture Snap adds snap points and coordinates when moving and placing furniture. Unrestricted Placement removes placement restrictions so you can place the game props whenever you like. Pause Restockers is a useful mod that allows you to pause the Restockers. All you need to do is press a button, and after they finish the items they're currently dealing with, they will go in front of the shop and wait to be unpaused. Disable Shelf for Restocking gives you an alternative to the previous mod by allowing you to pause the restocking only for some of the shelves. You can pause the shelf by left-clicking on the item label. Just be sure not to click on the price since it won't work there. Once you click the right label, it will then turn red and pause the restocking. Better Save System allows you to load and make new saves directly from the game. Auto Shopping Cart will automatically add to your cart all items that customers weren't able to find in the store. Combined Boxes is quite a useful mod and reminds me of the Restocker Consolidator mod I featured in the top 10 mods video. Combined Boxes gives you the option to move items from box to box. You can do that by holding an open box while looking at another open box that either has the same item or it's empty. You can transfer the items between them by pressing the left and the right mouse button. TdoStatistics allow you to change the price of each item while staying on the PC, and it also shows a lot of useful stats. It displays the market and the store price for each product, the number of customers who find a product expensive or not available, among a few other stats. With RDC Stock Manager, you can easily determine what quantity you have of each product just by looking at the PC. By pressing P, you can also sort all products by their quantity. Smart Pocket Boxes can be quite useful when rearranging your store since you won't need to keep one box of each size. You can just walk up to any shelf, then right-click on the label, and a box with the right size will appear in your hands. Besides its main feature, it can also do a few other things. It basically has the same functionality as Combined Boxes. You don't need to go to the trash bin, you can press T to dispose of any empty box you hold. You can open and close boxes lying on the floor by pressing V. While looking at the storage rack, you can press X to consolidate all boxes. This is similar to Restocker Consolidator, with the difference that you have to do it yourself, and it sorts them in such a way that you pick the full boxes first. There is also the option for automatic consolidation of the boxes on the racks when you place a new box, but you can disable that. With Ignore Unlisted items, customers will only complain when you have an empty shelf with a label on it. In other words, if you buy a license but you don't buy and place the items on the shelf so that the label appears, you won't have a problem with customers complaining. It will be as if you haven't bought a license yet. With Auto Price Updater, you can trigger an automatic update of the price of all items in the store. The mod also has other useful functionalities, like routing a price to the nearest dollar and customizing what markup you want to use for all items over the market price. Richer Customer forces customers to buy the products despite the high price. More Cashiers adds 4 more cashiers to the game. You can use Shift plus J to hire and Shift plus K to fire a cashier. More cloned Restockers adds 4 more Restockers to the game. You can hire using Shift plus H and fire with Shift plus F. More customers will increase the flow of the customers in the store by reducing their spawning time. The number of customers will depend on things like store size, number of cashiers, what variety of products you have, and whenever you stick to the market price or not. Refuel storage will allow you to automatically add to cart enough boxes with items to fill all empty spots in your storage. StoreDelivery will automatically place in the storage all items you have ordered for delivery. EZDelivery and RacksAuto are pretty much alternative mods for StoreDelivery. All 3 mods differ a bit in the way they do things, so pick the one that fits your requirements the best. BetterCashier increases the speed at which cashiers scan the items. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe and watch some of my other videos. I have a few different playlists that you can check. One has all the gaming reviews I have made so far, while others are focused on updates and tips and tricks for specific games, including Supermarket Simulator. As the game receives further updates, I'll make more videos about it. Thanks for watching.